Hello, and welcome to 5-Minute Math. Today we are looking at 4.3e readiness practice, adding and subtracting fractions. This is the intermediate version. If you are interested in exploring the proficient or the advanced versions of 4.3e, or for looking at the readiness practice resources aligned with any other standard, you can find those by using the link in the video description. So we need to imagine a pizza. We eat 3 slices for lunch. We have 2 more slices later for a snack. And we need to find a fraction that shows how much pizza we ate in total. So let's draw a pizza, and I want us to have a few different models here. So we'll start with a pizza here, like this. All right, let's make it a circular pizza. There we go. All right, so we have a pizza here. I also want to draw a number line. All right, so when I've got my pizza, it's going to be cut into 8 slices. So I have a horizontal slice like this, that's in half. Vertical slice like that, that is now in fourths. And then if you have 2 diagonals, that's going to cut each fourth in half. Now I'm going to have 8 equal slices. All right, I can also represent this on a number line. So let's do this. That's going to be 0. That's going to be the whole thing. So we'll do the same thing right here. So here's my half. I'm going to cut each half in half. I'm going to get 1/4. That's 3/4, which means that 1/2 is also 2/4. And then I'm going to cut each half of a half, or 1/4, in half. I'm going to get my 1/8, 2/8, 3/8, 4/8. Notice the equivalent fractions: 1/2, 2/4, 4/8, 5/8, 6/8, 7/8. All right, so we can do this now. So what did we have first? We had 3 slices. So 1, 2, 3. All right, so let's put that in an equation here. We're going to say 3/8, and then we're going to add. So we're going to start with this 3/8. We're going to make a jump from 0 to 3/8. Okay, and then we had 2 more slices. So let's get 2 more slices for a snack. And when we're adding fractions, we need to make sure our denominators are the same. So we're having 3/8 and 2/8. If you ever have unlike denominators, 5th grade, you spend a lot of time with that. You need to change them so that the denominators are the same. So we're going to have a jump of 2/8 right there. And then where did we end up on both? Well, that's going to equal 5/8. As you can see on our pizza on the left, we had 5 slices total. So that's how we would represent this. Now, your model might be different than mine, but we want to represent this with some type of picture and an equation here showing that 3/8 plus 2/8 equals 5/8. You can use the model on the left. You might have drawn a number line or even a third option. All right, so let's look at this second problem. Sarah is making a fruit salad. She had strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. What fraction of the fruit salad is either strawberries or raspberries? Well, they don't give us any fraction. The last one had 8 slices. Let's see how many total fruits we have. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so there are 12. And so strawberries or raspberries? Well, let's go red for strawberries. So what fraction of the fruit salad is strawberries? Well, how many strawberries do I have? I've got 3/12. Right, that's going to make my 3/12 right there. And then my blueberries is how much? Or my raspberries is how much? I don't need to know my blueberries. Let's go slightly different red here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make that lines here. There we go. 3, that's 5/12. No, that's 4/12. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 5/12 for the blueberries. All right. So we'll do 4/12. And in case we need it, that 5/12, that's that raspberries. So I've got a 3/12 and I've got a 4/12. And so what is that going to equal? Well, altogether, we're going to equal 7/12. And so we know that because there are 12 total pieces of fruit here, and look what I've got. I've just got 3 here and 4 here, so really I can just add them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can add them if they're part of the same whole and they have the same denominator. All right, so we've got that 7/12. Let's go ahead and put a box or something around this so we see this as our answer. All right, next. Michael has a board that is 1 yard long. He wants to use a trophy. He cuts off a piece that is 1/5 of a yard long, and he cuts off another piece that is 2/5 of a yard long. All right, so the rest of the board is not needed. How much of the board did he not need? So we're cutting things off of a board. So I want to start with a fraction again. It looks like I'm dealing with fifths. So let's cut this into fifths. So I'm just gonna kind of estimate where my lines are gonna go. I'm gonna get 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, and then finally one whole is 5/5. So we are cutting parts off. So it starts with the whole board. It's going to be 1 yard. And then he's going to start cutting stuff off. He cuts off 1/5. So if I cut off 1/5, that means I'm just going to take this first chunk and that's going to leave me 4/5 left. So this is going to be my base. Then he cuts off another 2/5 for a stand. So let me get a different color. And I need to go back 2/5. 1/5, 2/5. This is my stand. And then the rest of the board is not needed. That's what I'm looking for. So I'll just put this right here. Not needed. Well, since we did it like that, we can easily see that what's not needed is going to be this 2/5 because we subtracted it using that number line from the very beginning. So we can say 2/5 of the board is not needed. Now, you might not have drawn a number line. Could have used an equation. You could have used another model. As long as we came up with 2/5, we're good. So if you are interested in exploring the 4.3E readiness practice resources aligned with the intermediate, aligned with the proficient or the advanced versions, or the readiness practice resources for 4th grade, they're aligned with other standards. You can find those by using the link in the video description.